Welcome to the source. The source. Source. Hey, get the source.
Yo. We still got 9 minutes, but we were just sitting here waiting, so I figured I'll go live. Greetings from Loserville, USA. Shout out the Yankees for being the biggest piece of shit organization. Oh my God. I was so pissed off watching the Yankees-Mets game last night. I mean, like, I'm happy the Mets won because I'm a Mets fan, but I really like that Yankees bet. My favorite bet, though, the Rangers hit, so I guess there's something. But as a whole, yesterday, just the night of disappointments. First game up is Cards Pirates tonight, and today's games aren't even like I couldn't find. There's a lot of ugly favorites I like today. It's tough. It's a challenging day for sure. There's no worse MLB spot to like than a home favorite minus 155. You know what I'm saying? A home favorite at minus 155 is like, how the fuck, like, so hard to bet. You either got to lay the juice, or if you lay the 1.5, you know, what are you going to get? Plus 115 for, no, it's disgusting. The amount of hate that comes when the channel has a couple losing days is crazy. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the downside of having a large viewership is you're going to get some new bettors. There's just no way to avoid it. And I mean, they have no idea what a realistic ROI is, and they have no idea that like losing days is part of it. And there's nothing you can do. It's part of it. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and support for sure. Football just around the corner. We're going to be pumping out a lot of stuff. I'm really excited for football this year. We should be able to cover. I mean, if you guys haven't been following or are new, if you like scroll back even a year, the content has come such a long way. Like, all the money I make from this goes back into it. So the staff I have now and the equipment and the setup, I should be able to handicap a lot of football games. Like, hopefully, the goal is to handicap every single FBS game on the board, as well as the 16 NFL games. I don't know if we're quite there yet, but I should be able to get 25 videos out a week for college football plus all the NFL games. And that's not even exaggerating. I think that's a realistic goal. So there's going to be so much football content, plus a live show every day, 7 days a week during football season. I'm very excited. That's new. What's up, Kyle? New sub here. What's up, man? Thank you for the support. Well, if you're brand new, I promise we usually don't lose like this. But if you're brand new the last couple of days, you're probably like, this guy sucks. It's been a rough one. You should get a guy to make you a whole new OBS. I mean, I think the screen looks nice. It's not that the OBS, it's the Video Ninja is the website or software, I should say, that brings guests in. So OBS is actually separate than the software that brings the guests in. I think the OBS runs smoothly. Like, the screen looks clean, graphics look clean. That's all through OBS. But bringing the problem is on the side when we bring the guests in. That's where we keep having problems. I put a support request in. Hey, appreciate it. Yep, we're just getting started though. I guess it is important to celebrate victories, but I have grand plans, man. This is just the beginning. Do you remember how many units you were up last football season? Plus 3 point something in the NFL. I finished in the green. College football minus 20.9. The second half of college football season, I couldn't buy a bucket. It was terrible. I wish this shit was legal in Texas. I mean, judging by just the way society's moving and how sports betting becomes less and less taboo in different places, it should be within the next 10 years. I mean, if you rewind 10 years ago, like 10 years ago, not that long ago, if you were betting on sports, it was almost like people would look at you like, whoa, do you have a problem? Now you got like people's grandmas throwing $5 on the game. It's super mainstream and it's not weird. It's not considered degeneracy to bet on sports anymore like it used to be. Actually, someone said, Sauce, I know you don't do double headers, but if you had to bet a game in the game one, Reds Braves. Actually, I like the Braves in that game. I'm not gonna bet it because like you just said, I don't really like betting double headers. Oh, Toast is here. But the guy pitching for the Braves, Winans, last year, what he struggles with is lefty bats. There's only going to be 2 lefties in the lineup for the Reds. They're going to be a ton of righties. So I actually think Winans, making his first start of the year, can pitch well. I was considering betting the Braves money line at minus 130 in that one. Yeah.
Morning.
We still have 3 minutes if you'd like to share your thoughts with the group.
About what?
Life.
Yeah, I'm good. I got too much going on right now.
That's why people tuned in to your Toast thoughts on life.
We live in different worlds.
Tinker, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Oh, Tinker's got another week where Tinker's up towards the top of the standings in the league. I think he's second again. Dude's been killing it.
There was one game that I wanted to bet this morning, and I thought that I was going to get a better line, and it's not even close.
What game?
The Twins.
What game? What side are you looking at?
I was wanting to bet the Twins, but I missed the number.
How?
I mean, just look at the line. World's betting the Phillies. The line drops. I mean, it's just pretty simple.
No. I actually might bet the Phillies there.
Good luck with that.
I mean, I haven't bet it because of what you said, but it's Aaron Nola against a rookie pitcher. The Twins bullpen is cooked. I mean, what am I missing here? The Phillies played a terrible game last night and still won.
Stephen O'Kirk's probably gonna go.
Oh, never mind, Stephen O'Kirk. I'm terrified.
He's gonna go probably 2 or 3 innings. I would assume a couple. Yeah, I assume it's. So
Festa's gonna pitch.
Festa, O'Kirk, Louis Varland, Stalmont, all those guys. Yep, 100%.
And these are names that scare you.
The Phillies bats don't scare me in any way, shape, or form. How's that?
Someone said, "Hey Kyle, just joined Sauce VIP, and I was curious about the betting league." Okay, so yeah, so how the betting league works is, every night I post the odds for tomorrow. And you go and you have till today's deadline is 1 p.m. So you have an hour and a half to make your 3 bets for the day. Then around 7 p.m., depending, I put it up earlier today because there's day games. You'll see when you go back to the website, you'll see the schedule posted. You're assigned an opponent and you go head to head, 3 bets. Whoever has more earnings wins. Now, Monday through Friday is the regular season. So after Friday, the top 4 people in the standings make the playoffs, and then there's a 2-day playoff Saturday and Sunday where only those 4 teams participate. Now it's Wednesday, so if you just joined, you're probably not going to be able to get in the playoffs. You could still enter, but I mean, even if you go 3-0, I don't think 3 wins is enough to make the playoffs. But you could always enter and try to play spoiler to someone else. You can enter whenever you want, but if you want a chance to make the playoffs on the weekend and win the trophy and win the $100, you probably need to be there Monday through Friday. Missing a day and making the playoffs is going to be tough. You'd have to, if you missed a day, you'd have to go 4-0 in the other 4 days to have a shot. But what? Yeah. But football, how it's going to go real quick. In football, this is going to be crazy. So you enter the league, right, in the beginning of the week, like Tuesday, let's say. Then Thursday comes, Friday, football throughout the week. You are assigned a division. So your division might have 8 people in it. And each winner of the division goes into the finals on Monday Night Football. So Thursday through Sunday is you battling with your division, like 7 other people. This is where it gets crazy. Because obviously entering Sunday NFL, there's going to be some people that are way down in their division, but they get to submit 4 picks that day. They can take the Washington Commanders money line plus 280. They can take all dogs as a shot to shoot to the top, and it's going to make it really fun because no one's really out of it. Even if you're 1-8 going into NFL Sunday, you could take a bunch of dogs and try to – it's going to be fun. But anyway, it is 11:31. Let's start talking baseball. Cardinals, Pirates. I have no idea what to bet here. I guess I was leaning towards Cardinals, but their bullpen's pretty rocked. I don't know. I have no bet here. Do you have anything?
I actually was going to play. I wanted to play Pittsburgh personally, so it's going to end up being a pass for me. But yeah, I actually might be throwing a little bit down on Pittsburgh. I understand that Martin Perez is really, really bad, but at the same time, obviously we know that the Cardinals versus righties are a scary thing. But again, them versus left-handed pitching this year, they've been a bottom third lineup, like I said, against left-handed pitching all year long. So again, Martin Perez does scare me a little bit, but I do have a much more rested bullpen with Pittsburgh as well. St. Louis, Helsley, Kittredge, Fernandez, Romero, and John King all worked either 2 of the last 3 nights or back-to-back days. Some of those guys have worked 3 of the last 4 nights. So pretty big lean to Pittsburgh. I didn't bet it because I was waiting to see what it'd be like this morning. So yeah, I'll probably be on Pittsburgh. I lost a little bit of CLV with the Padres, so yeah, I'll probably be on Pittsburgh this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even hate on the bet because of the Cardinals bullpen. Like you said, I probably would lean towards Pittsburgh as well. But I am not a believer in the Pirates lineup at all. I think it's terrible.
That's why it's really hard to bet them as even as a -110 favorite. It's hard to bet them.
Yeah, so it's a pass for me. This whole slate is really tough. I have 2 bets down that I like. I have some other games that I'm leaning towards that I have an angle. I'm kind of playing it by ear here. So let's move on to the next one.
I'll ask you after the show. You invited Commish, right?
He never answered me. I don't think I don't know. I sent him a message last night. He never responded. All right. Phillies, Twins. Aaron Nola, Stephen Okert. I think we expect David Festa to pitch a few innings for the Twins as well. Good Lord, man. What is going on with this line? This is a gift for the Phillies, or the most square bet on the board would be Phillies money line here.
No, that is the square bet on the board.
Or Orioles money line.
I know, but Orioles at least the Orioles are starting a rookie or something like that. I mean,
so
I think a lot of people like Baltimore, considering that they saw Corbin Burns listed for a lot of them, and they didn't do their look around and know that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm considering betting the Phillies here. The whole world's going to be betting the Phillies, so. But I think maybe people are missing that the Twins bullpen is pretty screwed. And I really don't know what we're doing here. -1, I can get a -135 right now with Aaron Nola against Stephen Okert, and the Twins bullpen is fucked. Oops, pardon my language. I don't know how I just don't take that. The Phillies played a terrible game last night, still won, still would have covered the run line if you bet that. So with Aaron Nola on the mound, Twins bats are dead, bro.
I'm not playing the Twins. Like I said, I was trying to look at them at +130. I mean, at -130 now, I would love to bet the Phillies. I don't know if I could possibly do it, but again, I've said for a long time now, I've bet overs in this ballpark the last couple of nights, and obviously yesterday fell flat on our face. But I mean, I understand that the Twins lineup on paper tells us that they're a top 5 offense here, there, and everywhere, or whatever. Like, and I don't believe that. So yeah,
I think what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do, because here's the situation I'm in today. I placed 2 bets. There's 5 ugly square favorites that I like. This is one of them. I was thinking about doing a round robin run lines. So Phillies -1.5, and we'll go through. We do a 5 spots round robin, maybe a 3 pick with all plus money run lines. That's what I think I might do. We'll talk about it at the end of the show when we go through them. But I think I'm going to use Phillies -1.5 in a disgustingly square robin because today's just really tough. So let's go on to the next one.
God damn, what is going on?
Today sucks.
Well, even the Padres game is the same way. Like, I don't understand how I lost. We'll get there anyway.
Brew Crew Cubs. I mean, this another one. I want to bet the Cubs. I mean, it's a beautiful situation for the Cubs. Justin Steele pitching against the Brewers. Brewers bullpen is really taxed at home in Wrigley. Love it. But the Cubs, I mean, the Cubs bats seem to be dead. The pitcher is to be determined. I thought we had a pitcher for this one for the Brewers.
It's I think they're gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
Oh wow, no! Now I'm seeing Sestrini.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a couple of different guys for them. To be dead honest with you.
So give me Cubs -1.5, man. It's Justin Steele with a rested bullpen against an unrested Brewers bullpen in Wrigley. This is disgusting.
Joe Ross was the name that was supposed to start.
Joe Ross, yes.
That's what it was. That was bothering me. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I can't. It's really hard to bet the Cubs at -150. I understand that if you lay -1.5, you're going to get +140, but that just tells you how much they probably don't think that the Cubs win by 2. As a 150 favorite, you're still getting +140 on the run line. Part of that probably you got wind blowing in. That's why the total 7.5. The Cubs are the only way I bet this game, especially after Justin Steele, his last time out against Arizona, getting absolutely throttled. I expect him to pitch extremely well here today. His last 2 starts against Milwaukee in Coors Field, in Wrigley Field, 12 innings. I think 7 hits, 9 hits, 0 runs, 18 strikeouts. Extremely good numbers at home. I mean, he had a couple 3-run performances against Milwaukee on the road, but overall against Milwaukee, he's been extremely good against them. So I expect him to bounce back. Damn, even the Brewers team total is juiced. Yeah, it's Cubs -1.5 or pass.
I just added Cubs -1.5 to my run line round robin. That's what I'm doing today. A run line round robin. It's disgusting.
I wouldn't hate, like, if you're only playing it for like a half a unit. I think that I might end up doing that just because it's such a huge plus price. Like if they end up winning by 1, it's whatever. It's a half a unit, but yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing.
Next up, Boston. I mean, it should be Boston -1.5 all the way. I think you're overestimating the Rockies' offense.
Could be, but if they get shut out again, so be it. But Cal Quantrill has been absolutely terrible. So there's no reason for me to think that Boston doesn't put up another 6 or 7 spot here today. And as far as Nick Pivetta is concerned, I understand that he's a little bit better on the road, but he also doesn't go deep into ball games. This was a while ago, but he has a terrible history, and I mean terrible history in Coors Field. Like 6 innings, 18 runs. It was a while ago, but I mean the history there tells us a lot about that. So I don't really trust Nick Pivetta in this Boston bullpen in general right now, especially with the rumors of Jansen being traded and whatnot. So over 10.5 for me. I bet it last night.
Boston -1.5. Another one added. I'm in a situation today because I like so many ugly favorites.
I like the Boston side as well too, by the way.
So this one I happen to like a little bit more than the Cubs. Pivetta's been really good on the road, and I don't care. The hold up here would be that Pivetta has really, really struggled when he's pitched in Coors Field, like really bad, like a 15 ERA or something. But it was back in 2018. Who gives a shit? Like, who cares? He's a completely different pitcher than he was last year, let alone 6 years ago. So I'm disregarding Pivetta's previous starts in Coors Field when he was really bad. Let's talk about the Nick Pivetta that's pitching this season. He's been very good on the road, been very good against bad lineups. He gets all of that today. On the road against a shitty lineup in Colorado, even with inflated Coors Field numbers, they still suck. I don't think this Rockies team is any good, and I know they've been profitable to bet at home on the season and especially recently. But last night was a prime example. We just saw Cooper Criswell going to Coors Field blank this team. On paper, Pivetta should do the same thing. So I expect Pivetta to pitch well. And then Cal Quantrill, like Toe said, he's been so bad. And there isn't a better team in baseball as far as getting to righty starters over the last month. The Red Sox have crushed every righty starter they've seen, except for the last one. They just had a hold up on who the hell did they see?
Gavin Stone.
Yes. So they didn't get to Gavin Stone, but before that, they had gotten to like 8 straight righty starters. So Cal Quantrill, who's struggling, I expect the Red Sox to hit him. I was close to betting Boston -1.5 standalone, but instead, I think I'm just going to add Boston -1.5 to my run line round robin, the most disgusting bet I've placed all season. But it's going to be fun if it wins. If it loses, it'll be not fun.
Hey, you're the sharpest guy I know. So
I agree that I'm the sharpest guy you know.
Yeah, you're not. Trust me.
Astros Athletics in Oakland.
I feel like I'm leaving money on the table in this series. Like, I don't know how you don't play the. I don't know how you don't play Oakland.
I just
Houston. Don't get it.
I like Houston in this one.
All right. It's a pass for me. There's not a chance in hell I'm laying it with Houston right now. But
Houston -1.5 or Houston team total over. The Astros have not been scoring runs recently until now. JP Sears, first of all, has great history against Houston. So that's a bad start for the Astros. And they haven't been hitting. Now they're seeing a pitcher that historically they haven't really hit. I think he's got a 1.88 ERA against them in his last 3 starts.
Shit, they haven't seen Hunter Brown yet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. Okay.
So JP Sears. Okay, so Houston historically hasn't hit JP Sears, but on paper, based on what the Astros have done recently, I like them to get to JP Sears today. JP Sears really having problems with righty bats this year. Houston's loaded up with righties, probably 7 righties in the lineup. This Astros lineup is so due, especially after losing the first 2 to Oakland. I agree with Toast that we left money on the table because I was leaning towards Oakland both of the first 2 games. Oakland team total over, then Oakland money line. I didn't bet either of them. It would have been 2 wins. But I think this is the Astros game. Hunter Brown had 1 bad start. That's it. 1 bad start. Other than that, I mean, this dude's been. If you just use like the last, if you use the last 9 start or last 10 start sample size, Hunter Brown might be the best pitcher in baseball. So look, Oakland's been hitting. But Hunter Brown, I trust him. I trust him here. So I'm going to take Houston -1.5 and add it to the run line round robin. If I was to place a solo bet on this game, might be Houston team total over 4.5. They haven't gone over 4.5 in like 6 games. It's time. So I like the Astros to score runs today. And Hunter Brown should pitch well.
Yeah. Look, like I said, I felt like I was leaving money on the table with these games. And now, yesterday, I thought when I was reading it last night, I must not have been reading it well enough because I thought Hunter Brown had pitched against them earlier this year, and he hasn't. And that changes a lot for me. This is going to be the 3rd time that Houston's seeing JP Sears this season. So obviously, like Sauce said, they haven't had a lot of success against him. But when you start seeing guys 3-4 times in a season, not to mention they saw him multiple times, 3 other times last year, they should have. I feel like the Astros should be able to score a little bit more here today. And then as far as Hunter Brown's concerned, like he said, he's been absolutely fantastic. What bothers me and what has me held off a little bit is Oakland has been extremely hot, and they have so many guys using our spreadsheets that absolutely slaughter his pitch mix. It's green. It's like a greened out goblin, as they say. So it's one of those. I mean, I will say that Houston does have a pretty huge bullpen advantage as well. I mean, Mason Miller and all those guys are going to be available, but they just saw him 2 days ago. Houston hasn't used any of their main guys in their bullpen: Hader, Presley, Abreu, Scott in 3 days. So if Hunter Brown can just go 5 or 6 innings of 1 or 2 run baseball, and then he hands it over to the 4 guys, Scott, Abreu, Presley, Hader, Astros should win this game pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm with you. Next. Angels, Mariners. Another ugly favorite I like. Price dropped 40 cents. It was minus 210 for the Mariners last night, which was insane.
Minus 170 is insane.
But this Angels lineup has failed to get to Castillo. They've seen him twice. He hasn't let up a single earned run against this lineup this year. He's been very good at home. He's been very good against righty bats. I mean, on paper, Castillo should throw 8 shutout innings here. Score will be 0-0. No, Griffin Canning sucks. Mariners minus 1.5, man. Another one for the round robin.
Angels team total over 2.5. You guys already know what it is. Anytime I see a 2.5, I'm going to take it. Everything that he just said about not scoring against Castillo was the same thing against Logan Gilbert. There's no way I pass up this number. I don't want to deal with Griffin Canning.
It was different.
It's not.
Logan Gilbert's worse at home. Castillo's far better at home. Castillo's also better against righty bats. This is a good matchup for Castillo.
Castillo also sucks. So go ahead, lay minus 1.5 with Luis Castillo and see what happens. I'll take my chances. Angels team total over 2.5.
Hashtag bad bet. Next. Tigers, Cleveland. Let's go. Finally, a bet I like. Tigers up. So yesterday I said that I was leaning towards Cleveland money line, and I was close to taking Cleveland money line. I believe the exact words I used on yesterday's show was, "This is the first bet left off the ticket." Like if I was to add one more bet, it would have been Cleveland money line. Wish I did put it on there because they won. But the only reason I was leaning towards Cleveland yesterday is because they were going to see a pair of lefties in that guy Holton and Joey Wentz. So Cleveland was prepared to see at least 4 or 5 innings of lefties, which I was on board with. It's not the Guardians against lefties that concerns me. This recent Guardian slump, it's not against left-handed pitching. It's against righty starters, and it's significant. 15 of the last 17, I think it is now, righty starters have pitched great games against Cleveland. This is the worst lineup in baseball getting to righty starters over the last 25 days. It's actually not even close. So the Cleveland Guardians haven't been touching righty starters. And by the way, it's not that weird because we kind of forgot what Cleveland was doing last year based on the first few months of the season. We're like, oh, this Guardians team, one of the best lineups in baseball, crushing right-handed pitching, and they were. And now that they're cold and not hitting right-handed pitching, it's kind of like we could take a step back and be like, wait a second, this is one of the worst lineups in baseball against righties last season. This kind of makes sense. In fact, it's starting to look like those first few months were the outlier. So yeah, Flaherty's on the mound. He's been good as hell. He's got great history against Cleveland. He should be fine here. And Tanner Bybee, by the way, Tanner Bybee's been good as hell this year. For some reason, can never pitch against Detroit. They always seem to hit him. Also, there was another angle I liked for Detroit against Tanner Bybee. Maybe it's the lefty bats. I don't have my notes in front of me. I think it's the lefty bats. And Detroit saw the main bullpen arms from Cleveland last night. They should be available, but they saw it. Class A, Gaddis. They saw all those guys. Barlow. So, yeah, Detroit, I got a plus 130. Tigers up for me.
I really can't add much. I just did first 5. Tigers first 5 plus 120 money line for me. So I really can't add much more than what Sauce said. Yeah.
It was a beautiful
Jack Flaherty. Yeah. So
beautiful analysis.
I mean, you took my notes in front of me. Took them right out of my hand.
I talked about it on YouTube last night. So you took my notes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was rushing to the window.
Proppy, but why are there no parentheses on the poll, dude? Have some freaking respect. Lazy ass dude, not putting parentheses on the poll. All right. Baltimore, Miami.
Why is there no parentheses?
Another one where, like, what the hell? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I guess the question is has Miami started to find some bats? Because over their last 8 games, 4-6, 3-6, 0, 4-4-6. Not trying to make the case that I believe that, but that's just a rhetorical question that I'm asking. Has Miami maybe found a little bit of the bats a little bit? because they're scoring more than Baltimore over that same amount of time by a large margin. And you have a huge pitching advantage for Miami you would consider as well. So, yeah, it's Miami or pass for me. I don't know about you, but
It's not Miami.
I'm not in a position where I'm going to continue to think that Baltimore is going to pay me out just because Baltimore has been good. So I won a couple games with them against Texas, and then I lost with Baltimore yesterday. I did team total. Yeah. Oh, I did the little money line parlay. So yeah, I'm just not going to keep on throwing money at Baltimore personally. So it's Miami or pass. Cabrera had a really bad start on the road against the Reds, but his 2 starts at home have been somewhat decent. The issue is that he doesn't go deep into games. And so then you're going to get Cabrera for, I don't know, 3 or 4 innings maybe. And then, I mean, the Miami bullpen's taxed to hell. I mean, I don't even know how to read that, to be dead honest with you guys. And I read bullpens a lot, but yeah, it's Miami or pass.
O's -1.5, adding it to my run line round robin. That's 5 now. This is going to be a disgusting bet. But yeah, like Toast said, Miami's bullpen, a bunch of their main guys have gone 2 of the last 3. Baltimore against Cabrera, nothing should scare you about that. I had Orioles -1.5 last night, though. I don't freaking know. Screw this team.
Dude, yeah.
Padres, Nats. Should be Padres here, right?
No, line tells you a little bit different, but yeah. When I capped it, I bet the Padres.
Prop Beaver's getting the poll up. So go ahead and cast your votes on the parentheses poll. So you're trusting Waldron here? Mitchell Parker's been pretty good.
Mitchell Parker's been really good, but this is yet another lefty that the Padres are seeing, and that gives me a little bit of confidence as well, since we talked about yesterday how they hadn't seen a lot of lefties recently, but with a little bit of success against them. And maybe I should have bet the Padres yesterday. I should have listened to you, but
I said Nats.
Oh, you did? I thought you were trying to.
I said Nats. I know. I said Nats or pass. I was trying to con you into making the Padres so I could laugh at you.
Well, I almost worked, but anyway. But yeah, Matt Waldron. I trust him. I understand that he has a couple bad outings, like against Boston, but I don't really. When you're going into Fenway like that, and it's the whole Wakefield thing, and it's hard for me to put a lot of stock into that. He's been.
Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway. Because he went into Fenway. He didn't look good his last road start in Fenway.
Okay.
But then the next road start after that, he went six innings against Cleveland, a team that I understand is down now against right-handed pitching, but that's still pretty solid. He looked good on the road in Philadelphia. He looked really good on the road against the Mets as well. So I trust Matt Waldron. And like I said, the Padres starting to heat up against left-handed pitching. Mitchell Parker, they've never seen him before, but Mitchell Parker is not a guy that I really trust. So it's rather, his home starts, he's looked good against Miami and St. Louis. The Mets got to him a little bit. I just find it really hard that he pitches or he blanks the Padres. So, I took the Padres money line. Everybody in the Padres bullpen is rested and ready to go as well. I'll take my chances.
Here's the thing, though. Mitchell Parker's been pretty good. His last 4 home starts, he's got a 3.12 ERA, 0.81 WHIP. So he's been fine at home. In fact, his last home start was a gem. 7 innings pitched, just 1 earned run. His start against the Mets is a little deceiving. He gave up 5 runs, but only 5 hits in 6 innings. And I watched that game. He was actually pretty good. So I kind of it sounds like I trust
3 home runs, bro.
Yeah, it's Grimace. He cuts people some slack when they're facing Grimace. Padres, if you rewind back to late June, they were getting to a couple lefties. That's a while ago. The last 2, they didn't get to DJ Hurst last night. Didn't get to Chris Sale, but I guess they haven't seen much left-handed pitching, dude.
I know. They're going to see 3 straight. They're going to see him today, and they're going to see Corbin tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play the Nats. You see 3 straight lefties.
Yep.
What's the total at this? 8.5? I guess I'd lean towards an under here. You can get a 9.
I would agree with that too.
Give me put an under up, Prop Beaver. You can get a 9? Honestly, I'm mad at that. I can get down with that. 2 trash organizations under 9. Wait, how are the bullpens? I think they're both good.
They're fine. Suarez and Estrada have worked. Estrada's down, but Suarez is going to be good to go. So the only person that the Padres don't have is Estrada.
I bet you Estrada will pitch if they need him.
No, they can't. He's sick.
He's sick?
Mhm.
How do you even know that?
I pay attention to the radio shows and the beat writers, and he's been dealing with it for a while now.
Oh, he's sick? Do you know his dog's name also?
No, but he lost like a whole bunch of pounds and stuff, and he was pitching through it, and yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought you meant like he had a cold. You mean like he's
No,
really sick?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have made jokes about it.
He's better now. No, you're good. Trust me. If he was that bad, he wouldn't be pitching. So
Give me an under there. Next up.
dude, this game and the Dodgers game is what screwed me yesterday.
No, this game in particular.
Well, yeah. The over killed me.
I can't. What the Yankees did to me yesterday, I felt like I was so frustrated watching that game, man. So the Yankees didn't get to Quintana, which pissed me off a little bit, but it was at the top of the 6th inning. It was 1-1. I was still fully confident in my bet. I'm on Yankees, right? Because it's the Mets bullpen. There are no Diaz, no Budo. I'm completely cool. I'm like, hey, the Yankees didn't get to Quintana like I thought, but I'm fine. McNeil hits a 2-run homer to make it 3-1. I'm still confident. Like, I'm still like, you know what? We got this. I think I even said in the Discord, like, if I didn't already bet the Yankees, I'd be looking at a Yankees live bet right now. So I'm still sitting there down 3-1 in the 6th inning, confident as hell. The Yankees, I mean, the Mets put somebody in there named Danny Young. Who the hell even is that? The Yankees, oh my God. I was really upset watching that game. Like, I like the Yankees.
I was just going to say, that's a long-winded way to say that you think that Cole shoves and you like the Yankees today.
I don't know what to do. I like the Yankees. But I feel like after what happened last night, if I was to go back and take the Yankees at a similar price again, that I should be ushered into a clinic. Because there's got to be something wrong.
Either that or move in with SDOT. One of the two.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I like the Yankees, but I'm sad. What do you like here, yo?
I wanted to say over, but I don't really know what to do. I would love to bet the Yankees. The New York bullpen doesn't really look good at all. I mean,
It didn't look good last night.
I'm just letting the people know. So Diaz didn't go last night. Obviously, him and Buto are going to have the night off. But Nunez went 19 pitches. Phil Machon went back-to-back. Diekman, whatever you say his name's on 42 pitches in the last 2 or 3 days. It's just somebody said that to me, and I don't think it's ever going to be out of my head because it's always been that way for me with that guy. It's Diekman in my head. So, yeah.
He said over a pass.
Yeah, I don't even want to deal with this.
Yeah. So what Toast just said, right? He described the current state of the Mets bullpen. Let me reiterate something I said. A guy named Danny Young came in and blanked Juan Soto. No, it's not exactly what happened. I don't think he pitched to Soto, but you get what I'm saying. A guy named Danny Young came in. As soon as Danny Young took the mound, I was like, guys, we're good. We're all good. This guy's name is Danny Young. Out there throwing sliders. No one's touching. Like, who the hell? The Yankees, you know what? I always knew this team sucked. I always knew it. Disgusting. Next. You know what? Should I add the Yankees to my run line? Yeah. You know what? You either... Hold on. You either die the hero or live yourself to become the villain. Wait, what is it? Die the hero? What is that, Prop Heaver?
Oh, don't worry. Danny Young is fresh. Alex Young pitched last night.
Point made. Oh, okay. Never mind. Danny Young's fresh. Alex Young pitched. The Mets have 2 Youngs. We got Youngs for days. The Yankees line isn't even open. Did they close it? Oh, here it is. Yankees added. Oh, Alex Young's fresh. Toast said. let me pull my bet back. Alex Young's fresh, guys. The fuck
Not what I
cares?
meant. I just didn't know that there was 2 crappy Youngs at the bottom of that Mets bullpen. I didn't know.
Let me pull my bet back. Alex Young is fresh. All right.
It was bothering me. I had no idea.
Yeah, someone had to get to Kyle. It wasn't Danny Young. It was Alex Young, and he said it in all caps. That's how you know that Alex Young is for real.
That made me laugh.
Next up, Blue Jays. Actually, one of my bets. Dead ass serious. Not this isn't like a lean or anything. I bet this.
I bet them too.
Did you?
First 5 only. I don't trust that bullpen at all. But yeah,
Well,
first
that's
5
a
I'm
bad
in.
decision to isolate the bullpen when the Rays bullpen is pretty taxed.
I don't give a damn.
Whatever. We're both gonna win. But
I
okay.
don't even. Go ahead.
So anyway, the Rays are favored here on the road, and straight up they shouldn't be. The reason that they're favored is Zach Eflin versus Yariel Rodriguez. There's a perceived starting and pitching advantage for Tampa, but if you consider the spots in the matchup here, I don't think there is a starting pitching advantage. First of all,
There is for Toronto.
I wouldn't go that far. I was going to say it's even.
He hasn't. Zach Eflin hasn't looked good in a month. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah, there's that. Zach Eflin's really been struggling recently. It's also Zach Eflin on the road, where historically you could fade this guy. Even last year, where he had the best season of his career, you could still fade this guy on the road. So it's Zach Eflin on the road against a team. Well, first of all, it's a lineup full of righties. Look at Zach Eflin splits against righty bats. He dominates lefties, struggles against righties. So Zach Eflin on the road against a bunch of righties. So 2 strikes against them. Strike 3, he always seems to struggle against Toronto. He's pitched twice against Toronto, right, this year, and they've hit him up both times, right?
11 and 2/3 innings, 16 hits, 10 runs, I think what it was.
So, yeah, I think Toronto, even though their bats have let us down from time to time, I think the Blue Jays should get to Eflin. And on the other side, look, I'm not a Yariel Rodriguez apologist, Yariel Rodriguez activist, or anything like that, but he throws with his right hand, and he's pitching against the Rays. The Rays have not been active against righty starters in a while. So like Toe said, there's a perceived starting pitching advantage for the Rays, but actually the first 5 innings, I like the edge for the Blue Jays. And then that's why Toast bet first 5, which I don't dislike at all. But also, the Rays used all their arms last night. Fairbanks, Adam, Pache. How do I say that guy's name?
Colin Pache.
Pache. They used all those guys last night. So even if it goes to the late innings and we don't have the lead here, I still think we're live. Blue Jays up, man.
Yeah, I really can't add much more than that. I just don't trust the Blue Jays bullpen at all. But I really like Yariel Rodriguez. I think he's been really, really good for Toronto. I actually got to watch him up close in Seattle. It's just really impressive what he does. He's one of these guys that played in the World Baseball Classic. So I just trust him. I mean, there's a reason that he continues to get shots here. And like Sauce talked about, Zach Eflin against Toronto has been an absolute death sentence for him. So I don't trust Zach Eflin on the road against anybody. So to get Toronto at minus 105 in the first 5, I couldn't pass it up because I truly believe they have the starting pitching advantage.
Our poll is pretty dead even, so the community is pretty split on this one. 45% Tampa, 47% Toronto. So split down the middle here. Next, White Sox Rangers. Is this another candidate for the run line round robin? So I'll go first. On paper, look, Eovaldi got shelled. The Orioles smacked him around. Remove that start, and Eovaldi's been dominant. He's been dominant at home. I mean, there's nothing on paper that indicates Eovaldi should have any problems at all with the White Sox lineup. On paper, he should throw seven shutout innings with about 3 hits. So I don't see any reason to doubt Eovaldi there. Maybe if you think one start against Baltimore is enough to shake your faith in the guy, I guess. You could say, you know what, you can point out that he struggled against the White Sox in his career, but this year's Eovaldi is the best Eovaldi we've ever seen. Well, actually, last year he was pretty good too. But I feel like this dude just got a resurgence since he left Boston. I swear to God. And I feel like some of the stats of his from the past we can kind of ignore. I didn't trust him at all with Boston. But
he might be going back, just for the record.
It says who?
A lot of people. He's linked to a couple of different teams over there on the East Coast because they want him for postseason. And
so the Rangers are sellers?
Rangers are probably going to sell. Yeah.
Yo, what's up with Josh Jung? He would look good in orange and blue.
He's hurt. So
I'm aware of that, but he's coming
I'm
back
just
soon.
saying you're not going to get him if he's hurt. That's
why
saying. They're not going to trade
buy
him.
low.
Hey, I'm good with that, but yeah.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So yeah, I think the Rangers -1.5 is a very nice candidate to put into the run line round robin. It's the same thing I think about the Mariners. I really like this spot on paper for the Rangers. They should win comfortably, but you're freaking high if you think I'm laying -250 with the Rangers. And I know taking their run line in a round robin is also stupid. It's not like mathematically that makes sense at all. This run line round robin is more for fun, just doing some gambling. By no means am I saying this is a smart mathematical bet at all. It isn't. But I don't have a lot of bets open today, and I wanted to gamble a little bit. So I'm adding this to one. By the way, I'll recap and tell you guys what the run line round robin was at the end. In case you
Plus, do you want a capper, or do you want to have somebody that has fun? Okay, let's have some fun.
I prefer a capper.
Honestly, I agree with what Kyle says. On paper, Texas should win this game pretty easily. My issue with that is they haven't won a game by 2 runs in a while, it seems like a while, and I don't trust their offense to win by 2 runs. And not to mention the fact their all-star closer gave up a home run last night. He's worked 3 days in a row, so you're not going to have Yates. I don't trust David Robinson and Leclerc. And so that bothers me against this White Sox team that I'll give you that they suck. But sometimes they can just really hurt you in the late innings. I mean, if you were on Texas -1.5 yesterday, Andrew Benintendi hits a home run in the top of the ninth just to kill it for you. So Flexen's terrible. I will give you that, but he's terrible, and he's terrible on the road. But every once in a while, I mean, at home, he's kind of decent. I mean, 6 innings, 2 runs against Pittsburgh and Minnesota. The Dodgers got to him, but he went 6 innings, 1 run against Houston as well at home, all these in the last month or so. So Flexen's terrible and really bad on the road, but he has shown flashes that he's been decent. So it's Texas -1.5 or pass, but I'm not going to bet it personally.
I am. Run line round robin. RLRR. That's the title of today's show. Run line round robin. For those of you, if you're watching this show for the first time, I promise I'm usually not this much of a piece of shit.
They won't be back.
Yeah, this is the last time they ever watch the show. They'll be like, oh, I watched this new betting show. This has got to be the squarest dude on the planet. He took every single favorite round. Like, I can't believe this dude does that for a living. What a piece of shit. I promise I usually don't bet like this. And you can watch on YouTube. I handicapped all these games. Like, this is just what I landed on every single.
Like he's worried about it.
Yeah, like there's an hour and 6-minute video of me handicapping all these games. So I went through them. All my handicaps pointing me to disgusting square favorites. So yeah, this is where we are. I'm just playing the hand I was dealt here. Next up, Diamondbacks Royals. Yo, Toast, what do you think about an over 9 here? I know, hold on, before you speak. So I know 9 seems high, but I swear to God, they've been jacking the totals up in this ballpark all year. So based on Kansas City, 9's not that high. Actually, the standard total in Kansas City's been 9.5 all year. So this is actually a little bit lower. And the reason is the starting pitchers. Both have been really good, but I think both are going to get smacked up here. Michael Wacha, both of these starting pitchers are guilty of the same thing. I question their competition. And I think Ryan Nelson on the road in Kansas City is a wake-up call. And I think Michael Wacha pitching against Arizona, all those lefties, wake-up call. I think both starting pitchers who are perceived to be good with good numbers, I think both get crushed here.
I'm on Arizona first 5 money line personally at plus 105. Arizona versus a righty is a spot that I trust against them, and I don't really trust Michael Wacha, especially Michael Wacha coming off a 7-inning performance, which I understand that's nothing crazy, but he usually works 5, maybe 6 innings. So a little bit more tax now, and against an Arizona offense that's red hot right now. And Ryan Nelson, I will give you that, like Saw said, he hasn't faced great competition. His last 4 road starts, Padres, Nationals, Padres again, and the Cubs. But he's been really, really good on the road. I'm still not a believer in Kansas City personally. I don't care what they've done since the All-Star break. They looked really, really good on Monday. They looked like crap last night. I think I have the better starting pitcher. Though. That's fine. I think I have the better starting pitcher. So I took the plus money in the first 5.
Nah, I don't think that's a good bet.
Oh yeah, no one asked.
What is the poll like? Poll likes the Royals.
Oh, I got CLV. That works good.
I had CLV in several spots last night.
Death sentence.
Actually, the bet I had the most CLV on was Rangers, and they won. But shit, man, yeah. I thought they were going to blow that game.
I was going to say, dude, I hope you weren't watching because I was.
Oh, I know. I was watching. When Benintendi hit that home run in the 9th, I was like, we're done. Turn it off.
Same. I was like, oh, nope. Yep.
Here it goes.
This is how we lose. This is how it happens.
This is my nightmare.
Yep.
Giants Dodgers.
This was my nightmare.
Yeah, this
Giants. Between this game and the Mets game, I did the math. I think the teams were like 7 for 37 with runners in scoring position or something like that. Ew. Like, so neither one of my overs hit. It's just been, yeah.
Okay, so in this game, real quick, I thought when the Dodgers scored 2 runs to make it 4-1 in the 3rd inning, I think it was, I was like, oh, I'm good. Over's good. The Giants should consider disbanding. Man, they suck.
This is so bad.
So I didn't look at this game at all because I don't know what the hell to expect from Robbie Ray. When's the last time he pitched?
2023.
That's last year.
I know.
Hasn't it been 2 years?
No, he pitched 1 inning. He pitched 1 game last year. You asked, I answered.
Proppy was laughing at me for not.
Oh.
I thought
I don't know what I'm want me to say. You want me to go through his injury history?
When's the last time he pitched? 2023. So I don't know what to expect from him. Do you?
No, I don't. And he has really bad history against the Dodger lineup as well. So, and unfortunately, Tyler Glasnow hasn't been really good against the Giants. So, I feel stupid, but
don't do it. No, stop it. I know where you're going.
So yeah, I'm not even gonna say it, so it doesn't really matter. But that's the way I lean. Yeah, Dodgers minus 1.5 seems. I mean, you would think is all right, and then you take a look at the Dodgers bullpen, and their Dodgers bullpen is taxed.
Yeah, it is
oblivion. Daniel Hudson's went 2 of the last 3 nights. Blake Trident had to come in last night, so he's went 2 of the last 3 nights, 3 out of 4. Vesia, 2 of the last 3 are back-to-back nights. Evan Phillips, 3 of the last 4 nights. So you're the only fresh arms that you're looking at after Tyler Glasnow is Joe Kelly, Banda, Honeywell. So, I mean, Glasnow only went three innings the last time he faced San Francisco. That wasn't too long ago, and he got hit up by the Brewers. Yeah. My guess is Tyler Glasnow comes out here and shoves tonight, and you probably get 7 innings of 1-run baseball from Tyler Glasnow. So back-to-back bad starts. I bet you he bounces back. Dodgers minus 1.5 would be my bet. I don't know if I actually bet it though.
Did you see Evan Phillips lost his spot? They switched. He's not the closer anymore.
Yeah, he's been bad for a while. Yeah, they brought him in last night.
Their closer is Hudson. They have to be on a buyer for a closer, right?
Daniel Hudson and Trident, I think, is probably.
That's not a Dodgers. That's not a World Series closer. They got to make a move.
100%. I agree.
So who are they going to trade for?
I don't know. There's a lot of questions. Do they go out and issue their infield as well? I mean, there's a lot of questions that could be made for him.
Would the Padres trade Suarez to the Dodgers?
No, but you could see the Dodgers maybe going after in a Miami trade, like a Tanner Scott, Jazz Chisholm, because you could have Tanner Scott, who's a very, very good closer, and then you have Jazz Chisholm, a guy that can play the infield and the outfield. Yeah, there's a lot of
problem with that. Jazz Chisholm isn't good at baseball.
Yeah, but a lot of other people besides you think that he's all right. So that's another issue.
All right, so I'm not betting this game. So let's do all right, so I'm going to place my run line round robin.
Jesus, it's like you get put on I think it's because he got put on the video game, and everybody's just like, "Oh, well,
He was the worst person to ever get the cover of MLB The Show." All right, Prop Beaver, put text up. We're going to type out my run line round robin.
He said, "Get the text up."
Oh my God! Did I do this whole thing and ESPN Bet doesn't even let you do round robins? Are you kidding me? I got to do it on a different sports book, man. Does ESPN Bet really not let you do round robins?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I've never done a round robin in ESPN Bet. Oh my God. What a piece of shit sports book. If you're kidding, I'm joking, ESPN. If you're listening, I'll still take your email. All right. I'm logging into DraftKings because I know they do them. All right, ready, Prop Beaver? Yeah. Phillies -1.5. Cubs -1.5. Red Sox -1.5. Astros -1.5. Mariners -1.5. Orioles -1.5. Yankees -1.5. Rangers -1.5. 8. What picks should we do? Like 4? Shouldn't we should make it 5? Let's make it 5. So I gotta make it like you gotta make it like $3 per, or you're betting a lot of money. So there we go. This is just for fun. For the love of God, don't be tailing this thing. This is just for fun. Thank you for putting square S because that describes it.
You're getting comments either way. Someone's gonna be on this video and be like,
"Why can't ESPN's freaking just sitting there loading?" DraftKings froze up on me now. Oh my God.
Clearly, they're scared. They don't want you to make.
Yeah, they don't want me to get this down.
No.
All right. So by the way, an 8-pick parlay plays 41,922. Not doing that though. Round robin. Let's go 5-pick. $3 each. Come on. There we go.
If you guys are looking for hitter props, a couple guys, Kike Hernandez has for the Dodgers, has like owned Robbie Ray. He has 5 home runs against him. He's like, I got a 1.0 OPS against him. Aaron Judge against Manaya. Azuna against Nick Martinez. Vientos has really good numbers against Garrett Cole as well. Just throwing that out there. Somebody asked me.
All right, so this is it. Let's see. How do I get it on the screen though?
You got it.
You're doing a great job. All right, let's do community parlay. Hit him with the song.
Community parlay, the parlay we bet, yeah. Community parlay is for the community. We community, making a parlay.
By the way, I did a 5-pick round robin. I forgot to specify that. I did a 5-pick. So let's do the community parlay and get the hell out of here on this shitty day. First up, Pirates money line, right? Or was it Cardinals? Who won that? Nah, it might have been Pirates. Let's just do Pirates. Really? The colors of the community parlay thing are that important?
Dang it, you took up my previous fucking list, Bob, with your fucking bullshit round robin.
That was a very cool bet. People are excited about it. Did you see the comments? My apologies for trying to get the people going. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Cardinals money line. Phillies money line. Cubs money line. Red Sox money line. Do you see that comment? It's like I'm so proud of Kyle. I'm so proud of Kyle betting like an absolute asshole. So proud of you, buddy. So proud. I'm so happy for you.
Somebody wrote more chalk than an 80s elementary classroom.
Yeah, more, definitely more.
That was a good one.
It's Phillies by a mile. Why are you just doing that? What are you doing with that?
He said the prop beaver fans going crazy, just getting a little bit of his voice.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad people can hear him because I'm getting accused of killing him. They want proof of life.
Oh, man.
And Prop Beavers decided he doesn't want to do the NFL team previews because he's scared of the camera. Are you ready? Astros money. Astros money line, Mariners money line, Braves. Oh no Braves. Astros money line, Mariners money line, Guardians. No. Astros money line, Mariners money line, Tigers money line, Orioles money line.
Daniel Del Rio, Giants, Dodgers over. They have not gone under 5 games they've played. Well, I'm going to break it to you, bro. They just went under last night.
8 straight unders in Wrigley, by the way. Hit again last night, 1-0. Will it be 9?
Is that a real stat?
Yeah, 8 straight unders in Wrigley Field. I said it to you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Toast, 7 straight unders in Wrigley. And you were like, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And did I win? Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying you didn't listen to what I said.
I know, but I didn't know that the other thing that you told me was from the comments about the wind, and it was dead wrong. So I didn't know if you were kidding or not. Remember the wind?
Yeah. Guys like, wind's blowing in, guys. And everyone's like, wind's blowing out. He goes, my bad. Guys, wind's blowing in. Wind's blowing out. Sorry.
You got to respect that. You got to respect a guy like that.
Dude, smoking glass. Where are you getting your weather report from? Pinterest? Who won the poll, dude?
Whoa. He's still going?
I don't know what he's even talking about. Next up.
Phillies, Astros.
Yeah. Next up is Padres, Yanks, Blue Jays, Rangers, Rangers.
I'm not even kidding. Do you think that the Twins are going to hit up Nola?
No.
Oh, that's right. You're on the Phillies. Okay.
Well, they're in my run line round robin.
No, yeah. I was trying to think of a way to play the Phillies, but not like an over, but because he has been bad.
I miss Prop Beaver's face, not going to lie. As someone who sees it every day, there's nothing to miss. Cast your votes, cast your votes. I need to finish up those football spreadsheets. Start doing these team previews.
Maybe I'll just do Cubs, Astros.
Royals money line. Dodgers money line.
That's what I'm going to do.
Dodgers. Yankees money line. Orioles money line.
Yeah, I'm going to play, just for everybody knows, and I'll post it, but I'm going to play Cubs and Astros -1.5 for a half unit each, and then pair the money lines together for a tiny little bit.
Sharp.
What do I got to do?
Kyle, who's your 5 legs? Who said 5 legs? Where's it?
Because you said 5 pick.
Oh, it's not 5 legs. It's
That's
a 5
why.
pick round robin.
Rangers.
Cast your votes.
Phillies, Astros, Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, we put it in huge font on the screen for the round robin. Tough to miss. We can't just be depending on Andy this football season. We need you, Beaver. It's not just Andy, it's Scoop. And and Toast will be here for NFL. He doesn't do college. He can't handle the college football market.
I cannot.
Yeah, for college football, it'll be me, Scoop, and Andy. And for NFL, it'll be me, Toast, and guests. I got Just a Bed Outside coming on. I got Jesus Christ, I got to write down who I talk to. I got other people. I just can't remember who I even. My mind is on more important things like getting the content out. And that's your problem, Prop Beaver. You're not focused on getting the content out. You're focused on whatever the hell's going on your phone. Plus 488. Today's community parlay is Phillies money line, Astros money line, Rangers money line, Dodgers money line, plus 488. So if you want to tail the community, take a shot. Why is there so much red at the bottom of it? How many do you have extra returns at the bottom? Oh my God, dude. Delete the returns. There you go. So plus 488 for the community parlay. Did you cook up underdog? Throw it on the screen. Justin Steele, higher fantasy points. Okay. Chris Flexen, lower strikeouts. What is that based on? I don't know. Tyler Glass now higher than 33.5 fantasy points. And Tanner Bybee lower. Cool. I'm with that. Except for the flex and strike. I don't know what the hell you even. That's Prop Beaver's 4-pick. Pick them if you're in these states. What was the special? That's yesterday. All right. So if you're in one of these states highlighted in yellow and you don't have an Underdog Fantasy account, head over to the website or download the app. When you make your account, make sure you use the promo code BET, BET. That'll get you a $100 deposit bonus match. So if you deposit $100, they'll give you a free $100 to play with. And normally they give you a free leg to use, but I don't think we have one for today. Yesterday was bright.
But they usually do one every day.
Oh,
so the
chance says it's Aaron Judge.
I was going to say the chances of you, if you sign up and they're going to give you something.
Yeah, they're kind like that.
Yeah.
Someone said, Kyle, go check on your boy Lindy. He was making these weird noises and faces on his show. I think he's getting high. See, I don't know what kind of staff you think I have, but we don't urine test our guests here. We pretty much just let them rock. So if he is getting high, I wouldn't be able to. We're not that strict over here.
I mean, yeah, if you read the comments, I'm on crystal methamphetamine. I'm on all of them. Every single one I've gone into the sun. I'm doing it.
The Toast will be holding his infant son. He'll be like, he's clearly drunk as shit. It's 8 a.m. and he's holding his son.
He's higher than a kite.
People are freaking nuts. Get Run Pure Sports guys on for NFL. I actually have never spoken to them. I know that they had that girl with them though, Madison Rust. I don't know. She's not with them anymore. I don't think. All right.
Run what?
Run Pure Sports. I've seen them on Twitter. I don't personally know them. All right, everyone, have yourselves a nice day. Run line round robin. We're going for it today. It's not a smart bet, guys. Not a smart bet. But let's have some fun because I just don't have a ton of bets down today. So we'll be back tomorrow, same time for Thursday. You know what I'm going to do? All right. This is what I'm going to do. So today, I gave Andy the day off today. He's home. I'm giving him a college football project to work in at home. So it's just me, Bree, and Prop Beaver in the office today. What we're going to do, tonight's video, instead of going through every single game, it's Thursday. It's a getaway day. It's usually pretty shitty. We're only going to go through 2 or 3 games, and I'm going to take today, get the football sheets ready so we could start doing football season previews as soon as tomorrow or this weekend. That's what I'm going to do. So let's work on some football stuff today to get these people, because I can tell the viewer numbers are going down, not just for us, for the all sports betting channels. Like I think people are starting to be like, bro. And we called it, by the way. So we were like, as soon as the Yankees and Orioles and Philly start losing, they'll be gone. That's like exactly what happened. Like as soon as those square ass teams start losing, everyone will be like, all right, when's football? And that's exactly what happened. So we're going to start getting some football content out, because it's early, but it's getting late. It really is that time. I mean, there's 134 FBS teams. If you don't start previewing them by August 1st, then you're already behind the ball. So football previews within the next few days. Thanks everyone for the support. We'll be back same time tomorrow. What's up with Commish? Is he done? Is he not?
I'll talk to you off air.
I can't. Oh shit! Is something wrong? Is he all right?
No, I just can't get a hold of him either.
Yeah, I can't get a hold of him. He hasn't tweeted in 4 days either. So I think he must be in tournaments or something.
He was in a tournament last week.